Welcome everyone! We are the Grin Brothers and we're continuing our playthrough of Dragon Ball Revenge of King Piccolo.
Yep.
Now, this may seem like a repeat of episode 21, but I assure you, it is different.
That just missed.
Gosh, he's going full... This is just a walkaway one. That's kind of annoying. He did the I'll blow you away sound of an explosive wave.
It's playtime.
What? He's really mixing up his combos here. Gosh, like, he slowed it down with me, but for like 3 seconds in, and he's just going all out against you for some reason. Gosh, the AI knows you're playing now. They hate you. They hate you with a passion.
Apparently they do.
Yeah. So along with Dead of School, which I picked up yesterday, I had a fun time out going to get it and all. Went about a few places, did a lot of birthday shopping, tried out a jerk chicken burger.
That's the wrong button.
It's playtime.
Got myself subscribed to Wittard so that I'll get free tea samples when I buy tea from them.
You'll pay for that.
I was apparently the only person who ordered Dead of School. Because I was the only pre-order for it.
It's not surprising, I haven't heard anything about it until you brought it. Damn it.
You wanted to make that look really cool, didn't you?
No, I was just waiting, but I waited too long. And that I didn't jump over him.
Darn, your invincibility frame ran out at that exact moment. Yeah,
Didn't mean to press Kamehameha.
I'm not sure we're going to get an A out of this.
I didn't know what the hell he was doing, because
Yeah.
all his animations are the same.
I remember you... Oh.
I did
I think-
jump!
I think you managed to get the worst of all the worlds there.
Tell you what, just...
You don't sound very enthusiastic for this finale here.
It's not a good
But
fight.
you've never fought King Piccolo before!
Spent 20
True.
minutes
You
having him just stare at me!
But this one's not staring at you!
No! Instead, he's cheaper! Like, it's not even, like... What are you supposed to do against half of it?
I must admit, I'm a little unsure about this stuff, because, like, I found out with the PLF machine, you can just do the A and then the power pole thing to stun lock both of them. And basically, all of the PLF machine was fair to fight against unless Shu did that lightning homing projectile.
Like, the problem is he's got too many invincibility frames.
I think the problem is too many of his supers keep him invincible.
Yeah, he can just...
I can understand the initial launch off, but after he's fired that first bit of lightning...
Like that! He just
Yeah.
woke up invincible. Like, what am I supposed to do?
You'll pay for that.
Like, after that first lightning sort of pulled, and his shield should not have recovered like that. After the first bit of lightning...
Wait, can I...
You'll pay
No.
for that.
Like, you should have been able to punch him out of that. Too many of the things allow you to... He's going to be riding from scale.
I'll crush you.
You can't outwalk it.
Oh, you have to dodge then. It began with lightly tapping the A button. It'll end with lightly tapping the A button from seams of it. If this fight can even be won. How did I complete this game back in the day?
I don't know! What? Why is it that sometimes you can interrupt it and sometimes you can't? It doesn't matter. I die the moment he does the lightning strike thing. Because
Or that.
it's impossible to avoid.
Hmm.
I think. I don't know.
Do you want me to give it a go?
It's fine. I'll just do this for an entire episode.
You'll pay for that.
No, what are you doing? What are you doing? No, stop it! Stop lightly tapping my shins! All my training of punching furries in the nuts have paid off!
Damn it, I didn't do the combo I wanted it to do. Can I?
Die! I'll blow you away!
Damn it, there was one extra.
But you pretty much dodged most of them though.
Yeah, it is. You have to dodge, but you have to time it very specifically, and like there's a rhythm to it. Oh, I don't have my power pole either.
Which is weird because Goku had the power pole for this fight.
Yeah, I literally have it on my back.
There's even a point where Goku's leg got broken, so he had to use the power pole to keep himself standing. I did a cool moment where he made like a Kai shield, and then, which is funny because he proceeded to then forget that he could make shields out of ki, and then his big weakness as an adult was the fact that he lets his guard down and doesn't defend.
Damn it, you got it.
If only he could just use that one super over and over again. Yeah, along with Dead of School, just the day before that, I actually picked up Ori and the Will of the Wisps.
Straight in the stupid face. You choked to death, King.
I'm quite pleased that both games have been very affordable.
Oh, I got cutscene.
I did find it funny how much cutscenes screw you over. It's like literally Hat's weakness has been translated to you in this playthrough.
Yeah.
No. This can't be. I refuse.
What?
I'm as cheap as possible!
Can you speak up a little?
Now, in theory, if they're canon
Don't you dare make me waggle my stick.
because here is where King Piccolo grows stronger, which he said he doesn't want to use. Oh no, this is destructive wave.
Why did no one dodge?
Well, in the case of this fight, where Goku didn't dodge that destructive wave,
It's because he was injured.
his leg was broken.
Okay.
And that was the moment King Piccolo managed to knock the staff away, and then he used the destructive wave because he said he'll just dodge it if I throw it off immediately, and I'll waste energy. But basically, King Piccolo started to get stronger in the fight by using his full power, but at the cost of draining his life.
Yeah.
So really, what they should have done is that as you fight him, his health should be going down slowly.
Yeah. Logically.
Then Yajiro just comes in and slices his head off.
It's over. It's finally over. I blew you completely apart.
Who are you talking to?
You remember when
if he's
Destructive
dead?
Wave was a big deal?
LOL, psych!
See, you've learned his flying technique.
I actually knew it beforehand.
Which is weird, because that kind of makes it sound like Master Mutaito made the flying technique, but it was hinted that it was actually Shen who made the flying technique.
This postponing.
And then just apparently everyone in space happened to teach it to themselves as well.
You're going to go down.
I don't have as much faith as you do, Goku.
What would be cool here is if they didn't know, they just made it an arena still. What they should have done
Right,
is
so
they
I
should
can-
have had the first part of the fight play out like the multiplayer mode.
I'll blow you away.
It's slightly bigger now. There's slightly more of them now.
You can't escape Demon King Piccolo.
No! Not my shins! So many furry punching! What? Gugu's campaign against the furries has started to pay off as he saves the world from aliens.
Oh, you cheap asshole.
You'll pay for that.
Uh-huh.
Don't know if it might be a good time to... Oh,
Oh!
bro, come on, huh?
You'll pay for that.
The thing is, I don't think... Oh, I pressed the wrong button.
It's playtime.
To be fair, in theory, you should start off from that segment.
Yeah. Hopefully. Otherwise.
Yeah, there we go.
Considering I pressed all the wrong buttons.
Yeah, so I got Ori and the Will of the Wisps recently, and it came in a fantastic collector's edition box.
I saw the collector's edition.
It is
stuff.
amazing.
It looked beautiful.
The art. It's got an art book and CD in it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh my god.
And so, first impressions on Ori and the Will of the Wisps
Yeah, I was thrown off my rhythm because...
is the unfortunate... Like, it's kind of weird comparing it, you know, with the other game I've been playing. The problem is that... You kind of dodge rolled into that.
Yeah, no, that's how you were supposed to dodge it. At least that's how I dodged every single time before.
Like, I felt...
Okay, there was physically no way of avoiding that.
He was direct in the centre. Is that Ditto School, in comparison, has the advantage that there's no other sort of previous entry to compare it to. Whereas Ori, Will and the Wisps, of course I can compare it to Ori and the Blind Forest. And an unfortunate problem is that there was no way there was going to top Ori and the Blind Forest's opening segment. So it's not nearly as an emotional of an opening segment. So far, based off this first impression, it's not as good so far as Ori and the Blind Forest is. And it's a very different kind of game. I mean, there's things I like to it. Like, there's actual NPCs to talk to. Lots of them, actually. And they give you side quests and the like. You know, it makes the world feel more lived in, which, I mean, I guess Blind Forest makes sense of not being lived in. The forest was dying. You know, I don't blame them for lack of NPCs in that. But it's neat that in this new, you know, you've actually got characters you can talk to, and you know, and all that.
Feels a bit more alive. Sounds like it feels like a relatively natural progression.
It's a very, but again, it's very different. Okay, let's see. I'll get my biggest complaint. The game's now autosave. It's a Metroidvania with multiple directions. What I want to do is be able to save before I do something, in case I go a direction I don't want to go.
Yeah, auto-saving in an open-ended game like that is... What?
It's also
I'm
like...
starting to figure out my strategies.
I guess I could sum up most of the problems in it. Is that it feels like it's borrowing too much from other Metroidvanias.
Yeah.
Like, the start of the game, like, it's got no leveling system. Instead, to gain abilities such as like the wall cling, you equip it as passive abilities, and you can have up to 3 equipped to you. And these you find throughout the
Some of these are coming down quicker than they're supposed to be.
And you know, find these passive abilities throughout the world, much like you did with the skills.
He also seems to recover at random speeds. This seems very inconsistent.
And I guess I will also say the other sort of thing that probably makes it a bit hard to judge him properly is I don't have bash yet.
Okay.
Which, you know, the bash mechanic kind of made Ori sort of whole system. Like, it doesn't feel right without being able to do it.
Yeah, I don't know how you're supposed to dodge that if he's in the centre.
Oh, come on! You could probably jump over those as well. He was in the middle of a combo there. And I'm pretty sure that bash remains in the game, because there's enemies that clearly are supposed to be defeated via, you know, reflecting their projectiles at them and such.
Yeah.
And I feel the game will probably shape up better once I get that. But in the first game, they kind of combined the platforming aspect of the game through Sign's, you know, ability to shoot lasers. So your fighting style was you nimbly dodging around the opponent, shooting them. A very hit-and-run style of gameplay that worked, because you have to be close enough to hit them, because your projectile didn't have much range, but it wasn't grounded per se. You always were having to
Are you serious?
He's found out the one tactic to be able to win, and he's just going with it.
How did that hit me?
He's just spamming the same combo, Raphi.
I hate this with a passion. This is not good game design.
He's one of the 3 types of fighting game players.
Keep jumping. No. Yeah, keep doing that.
Oh, we countered. To be fair, you got 3 bars of Kamehameha.
I know.
You'll pay for that.
In this game, the first thing you get is a spirit sword.
Oh. A sword.
A sword. It's much more... I guess in general, the game feels more combat orientated. It's more CQC as well, which doesn't feel... Again, it feels like it's inspired more by other Metroidvanias. So it feels like it lost a bit of its original charm. The game still looks and sounds absolutely amazing. That certainly hasn't changed. I have no idea what that was all about. And now he's just spamming that.
You'll pay for that.
Oh, cutscene. No.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
It's time for my favourite. Stick waggle.
But again, I've only played like an hour of it at most. Not even that probably, because I've
Mind
probably
how
some of
low
it was spent
effort you
on...
can stick waggle this.
Well, it'll suck if you die here if you're not waggling hard enough.
Might as well just waggle properly. There we go, I'm pretty sure it's done.
Ouch.
Sorry.
That actually hurt.
It sounded like it hurt. Right, next time we play a game like this, I should just play with the nunchuck. You should play with the Wii remote.
I've suggested that before, and you kind of... that we play a game with both the Joy-Cons.
Yeah. It would be
and
terrible.
You said, no, I've seen how others play it.
Yeah. Like, we're bad enough on our own. I don't think any of them are.
It's it.
No. Effing chat. I'm pretty sure King Piccolo wasn't that high up.
Well, he was for the final attack. He was going to lunge down at Goku at the end. For some reason, not sure why.
Beautiful.
Every bit of my power.
I love how this move is called Dragon Fist. And it has nothing to do with dragons.
Right back at you.
Also, this makes no sense. Like, what were you attempting to do, Piccolo?
This cutscene.
You could have flown out of the way!
And definitely.
This is why in Dragon Ball Z Abridged, Piccolo...
That's called Pierce Strike, and it uses a monkey face.
It's called... And there's no hole in Piccolo there.
Also, I want to appreciate the fact that Goku punched a hole big enough for his entire body to go through. I also find it annoying, right? This is something I actually liked about GT. They actually kind of brought back the Dragon Fist technique.
Yes, they did.
And acknowledged that it existed.
Whereas it only appeared in Dragon Ball Z through the Hirudegan movie.
Yeah.
And so it became Super Saiyan 3 Goku's ultimate technique.
The demon race is far
Yeah, because you're not a demon.
from extinct.
No X being there? Okay.
That would have probably upped the rating.
I won. I won.
Can you imagine how funny it would be if Goku...
That was the fear, that TM was like, no, Goku's gonna die from impact!
Yeah, it'd be hilarious. He just falls to his death.
Oh,
They don't even show...
I was gonna say, Yajirobe,
saves him.
yeah.
But I guess not anymore, he just dies. I spent 10 minutes doing that, and that's not including the times I reset. I do not care about my score.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting further in Ori and the Will of the Wisp to see if it improves. And again, hopefully getting the bash ability will do that a lot. I mean, it's not like it's bad, it just doesn't feel as immediately impressive as Ori and the Blind Forest was, but that's always going to be a hard thing for a sequel to do anyway. I mean, sometimes sequels immediately improve upon the original foundation,
You go
like
in-
Xenoverse 2 to Xenoverse 1, because
That wasn't
Xenoverse 1 was
hard.
awful.
You kind of go... I mean, Xenoverse 2 isn't really good, but...
Actually, I found Xenoverse 2 actually pretty darn great. I'd rate it 8 out of 10.
It's decent.
I mean,
wouldn't rate it that high.
I played it for ages.
I don't know. It was fun, but... Like...
know.
You're really amazing! It looked like you came back to life 4 times! I would have rage quit at that cheap tactic long ago!
Like you can talk.
Going to
Yeah.
train a lot more seriously
I spent
from now on.
3 hours fighting one opponent in Waku Waku 7, which I recently beat the arcade mode because I just changed it down from arcade level 4 to arcade level 1. And it's like, suddenly the enemies don't spike so much in difficulty after you get past the 4th round.
Yeah.
I hate that old school arcade mentality. Well, easy win with the first one fight to be easy. What's this? The 5th fight? I am here to kill you.
Katsunoku versus Katsunoku?
Tatsunoku versus
Katsunoku was infamous, in my opinion, for that.
Yeah, which I like the game, but gosh, it spikes up in difficulty the moment you get past the 4th round.
Especially because the 5th round is immediately a giant. Yajirobe, right there we go.
If only I could catch him before he died.
Time to eat him, I guess.
I can't believe he beat that monster.
Yajirobe, you could have done it.
He sure is amazing. And we have a great story to tell.
To Yamcha, Launch, Bulma, everyone else is pretty much dead.
Yes, launch.
Oh yeah, she never even appeared in this, did she?
No.
Oh, is this the TV station?
Nor in Dragon Ball Z.
Listen, could you tell everyone that it's all okay now? Yeah, no, I mean he's dead. He got him. Huh? Who? Who do you think? Our hero did, of course.
That's a bit vague. They don't know who you mean.
In they actually did add a filler scene where they actually found out that Goku was the one who saved the day. But of course, in the manga,
Why did he get royalties?
did Goku even know what that is?
I don't know. Well, royalties is the wrong term. You know what I mean? Like, surely you should get a paycheck for killing.
Basically, again, King Fury seems to be one of the only people who actually remembers that Goku did this, save the world,
Yeah,
because he recognised both Goku and Piccolo
for some
in the
reason.
Cell games. I've seen people fly and shoot laser blasts before! Or you all have! I'm sorry. Oh, the king's gone senile. We literally have recorded footage of the tournaments!
There was like 22 of them!
We had dragons which shot out gum! And dinosaurs! Dinosaurs were made extinct long ago by the god of destruction, sir.
I literally saw them!
The little kid cut one in half with a sword and ate it! Ate it. I meant to say to eat it, but the t kind of disappeared. Also, no one's going to have any idea what any of these things mean.
Yeah, because none of it's in the game. Ah, yes, I'm God. But not God. I'm actually also a space slug.
And then they just lay a quarter of one of the movie villains, Emperor Slug, who's a Namekian.
Yeah.
Seems kind of racist when you get down to it, but... Also, sudden racist stereotype thrown in the end of this game.
Yeah.
Like, you could kind of
I'm
defend...
amazed
You
he
can
never-
defend General Black, but Mr. Popo's... Just outright...
How did he never get redesigned?
He did, he got his skin colour changed to blue.
Okay.
In,
He got the Jinx treatment.
yeah.
He's supposed to be a genie, ain't he?
Yeah. That was often how the Japanese depicted genies for a long time.
Yeah.
Thick lips, Arabian attire, usually darker skin or big noses.
It's just,
They kind of just threw the stereotypes of... A lot of the times they just threw the stereotypes of...
Oh, hey, Launch!
Yeah, well, she does make an appearance.
Shame she died. Erased from existence. All because the writer forgot you existed.
I mean, to be fair, the time was hardly good for mangakas.
No.
The time still isn't good for mangakas.
No.
I mean, apparently, if you manage to get your manga successful enough, you can basically just not bother improving its quality at that point.
Yeah, or in
It'll
fact just
forever remain in the top spot.
decline its quality. Or, you know, acknowledge the reference to depth of an experimentation with thousands of people. Why haven't you gotten your shirt fixed yet?
Could be easily done. We have clothes beams.
Yeah, I forgot that.
I still love that the Namekians have clothes beams.
Such a weird power.
Like, they don't even need to hide anything, so they don't even need to wear clothes.
How do Namekians give birth? Is it actually
Eggs.
the egg spitting?
Eggs. They vomit eggs.
Also, why does Piccolo hatch fully grown? How does Dende...
And so Goku begins praying in front of the racist stereotype.
How does...
That's all you're gonna...
How do you... Right, so... Oh, God.
Sudden jump.
And Chaozu is the exact same height. Oh, and launch again. Glad they slapped launch in these.
The thing is, they never explained the whole change in personality when she sneezes things. So it's like, wow, she changed over those 3 years.
Yeah.
So that was Dragon Ball Revenge of King Piccolo. What are your thoughts?
King Piccolo is unlocked for World Tournament. Tambourine is unlocked.
See, that's
for
his
World
name, not
Tournament.
Trumpet.
I don't care. Drum is unlocked.
Which is
for
funny, he
World
wasn't even
Tournament.
playable at all in the slightest.
And Symbol doesn't get acknowledged.
Boy, this is getting
God, some of those bosses are poorly designed. Like, it's a fun game, but very clearly flawed.
I feel a lot of the game becomes a lot more fun replaying it.
Yeah.
The first time through the level, because a lot of the time it feels like there's a lot of hazards and such which you can't see, but they're often so weak that it isn't that much of an issue.
Yeah.
It's annoying, and it could have been done better.
It's
but-
like a trial and error game, but it's not built to be a trial and error game.
It's not too punishing. The only problem with the trial and error aspect to it is it takes too long to load back into things,
Yeah.
but it's not punishing. The boss fights, I will say, are pretty flawed, particularly the ones that you were experiencing, and the Tao Pai Pai first fight.
Yeah.
That was just ridiculous. But there were some decent
Like,
ones. Weirdly enough, I felt the PLF one actually ended up being pretty good as a gauntlet fight.
Yeah.
The only part of it that was annoying was Shu's lightning attack, but he didn't do that too often.
It's definitely better as a kind of beat 'em up than it is a fighting game.
Yeah, this fighting game aspect is actually pretty terrible.
Yeah. Which is a problem because it's what most did.
I mean,
Well, actually, to be fair, I think the bosses would be better if it actually used the fighting game stuff. Like, enemies have limited shield, you have limited shield, you have the Z move thing that you could do.
I mean, at the end of the day, I feel, its ultimate biggest problem is that Dragon Ball Advance Adventure exists on the Game Boy Advance. Which is basically this game, but better in every way. But to be fair, there's not been a single Dragon Ball product that has managed to beat Dragon Ball Advance Adventure. In terms of being the best Dragon Ball. Okay, of course, I'm biased here. Dragon Ball Advance Adventure is one of my top 12 favourite video games of all time, but yeah, I really enjoyed this game for what it is. It's nice to have some Dragon Ball love. I love the style to it. It looks great. Like I said, the game feels better replaying it through the levels, but also because with the treasure system and the scoring system, it gives a lot of incentive to replay levels. Because sometimes it's better to just tackle the score first and then do the treasure afterwards, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Choose what saga you want to try out.
And honestly, there are some good level designs here. Like, I did like the sort of fire and poison themes they did have going in terms of the levels here. It's actually, these two are actually pretty well inventive. It's just when they went to enemy placements in this latter level that it kind of dropped the bar.
Yeah. The last stretch feels a lot worse because it focuses just on the fights.
Yeah. Like,
Rather
it missed
than-
out. Like, these two things feel tacked up. Actually, no, this was also a fight. Although, to be fair, it was a more interesting boss fight. Honestly, it feels like this would have been better end of the game, just doing it as Red Ribbon stuff.
Yeah.
These two just felt tacked on at the last second.
Like,
Again, this is a Red Ribbon Army game, not a Revenge of
the
King
Demon
Piccolo.
King, like, they shoehorned in some stages to the earlier content. The Demon King Piccolo stuff could have done with some levels.
Well, actually, what they could have done is just made it purely Red Ribbon Army, and they could have shoehorned in a few extra levels by including the Raleigh stuff towards the end. In between stage 3 and 4. But yeah. I feel, I feel there was more potential to it, but it's kind of weird that they just did the later half of the game. Like, if they did up to, like, say, the Jackie Chun sort of tournament sort of thing, and then did this game, and then they would have had time to actually look to it and improve upon the foundation.
Yeah.
It's also kind of weird that they, focus so much on the Red Ribbon Army stuff, because the games that were coming out around this time, Dragon Ball Origins, never did the King Piccolo saga. They did up to the Jackie Chan saga in the first game, the first World Martial Arts Tournament, and then they did up to the second World Martial Arts Tournament in the second game. But they never covered the King Piccolo stuff for a result, I believe.
Yeah. Which is sensible, because, like, sometimes it's worth not.
But there was never an Origins 3. So I feel like this game would, if they actually focused more on the Demon King stuff, it could have actually covered that well for that generation.
Yeah.
Anyways, I really like the game, so I like the game quite a bit, though it is, of course, flawed. And I'm glad that we got to play it.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been something.
Yes, it's been entertaining. The playthrough has certainly gone in directions I never expected.
Yes.
I'm going to cry at the state of my child-friendly channel now. Admittedly, children are gone now. They've got Thanos snapped by YouTube, but... Which is a shame, because coronavirus is now killing off all the adults, so there's not many people going to be left at the end of all this.
Children.
Yeah.
It's alright.
No, children of Thanos are snapped by YouTube, remember?
Oh, yeah. That's a shame. Guess it's just dogs now. Animals.
Well, unfortunately, you punched them all in the nuts there, but... No, that's specifically the furries. Actually, no, you also punched the nuts of the furries who ascended as well.
Yes. I just constant jab, 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 jab. There is no power dunk, just jab.
In any case, I hope you enjoyed this playthrough, and cheerio!
Like, comment, and subscribe for whatever we do next, I don't know.
We got it up on the whiteboard.
Yeah, I don't pay that much attention.